Time for 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? It is absolutely incredible to be with you guys. This is, I think it's Thursday. This is Thursday. This is one of our mock draft episodes for the 49ers. We're doing a full 7-round mock. In the past, I've answered a whole bunch of emails and all that stuff before we've done this. I've decided this time, because they went too long. Our last episode was almost 2 hours, which was awesome. Not planning on that being the case today, but hey, if we're having a good time, baby, we're just going to keep rolling. That's what we do here, man. So love all the hashtag CCs. I appreciate it, man. You guys are the absolute best. Josh coming here for the draft content. I love it. Big Papa, what's up, guys? I'm so pumped about this. So, we try to do something just a little bit different every single time. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using a completely different host channel, I guess would be the way. We're using fanspeak.com. They're on the clock mock draft simulator. Again, what we're trying to do is get as many different looks or exposures just to kind of see the different things that can go on. Obviously, we're picking the 49ers. We're going to do a 7-round mock draft. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, that's okay. I'm going to try my best to kind of talk you through the different selections. It's free. You don't have to pay for this. I do think you have to sign up for an account, but it's free. One of my favorite things about it is you get to pick your big board. There's a whole bunch of them on here, about 15 or so. And you can even click on the preview to see what the big board is before you go into your mock draft. We're going to go with probably one of my favorite Twitter follows outside of the 49ers. That's Joe Goodberry. He's a Bengals guy. We follow each other. He's does a heck of a job. Really good. I mean, very similar to approach that I take. He's an all 22 draft guy, who covers the Bengals. I really do like his stuff. And then you can kind of pick team needs. You can play around with these things, but we're just going to go classic, fast, big board, same as ours, all that stuff. And we're going to get started. Now, again, just want to say we are not ready, or I'm not ready for trades yet. That's not the goal. We're going to play with some more of those once we get to closer to the draft to see. The whole goal of today's show is to play around with the type of players that would be available at the 49ers original draft picks and see what happens. Last time our draft was awesome, but I think we made a mistake at tight end. So I'm curious to see if this time how it goes with, your decision making and all that stuff and how it's going to go. What's up, Mosquito Killer? He says, what's up, Countdown Crew faithful? I freaking love it, man. I am flying solo today. So if you would like to get a question in, just make sure you tag me in the chat. That helps me out a lot. I went ahead and simulated the first round. Not really wanting to go through a whole bunch of, who went where and all that stuff. I want this to be a Niners focused. And again, not trading up or anything like that, even though whenever you simulate these things, they will send you trades at times, which is interesting. And again, you're looking at these names in the second round that went. Sam Laporta went in the second round, right? Cody Mock went in the second round. Jack Campbell went in the second round. So Matthew Bergeron went in the second round. Blake Freeland went in the second round. So the thing that's fun with this is because no matter who your targets are that you really, really like, this puts into perspective where they could go, where they should go, things like that. And you can play around. You never know, who's going to fall and who's not. We did get a couple trades. Now, without even looking at it, I haven't even looked up at the screen yet. I'm declining all trades, but I'll grade the trades and, what would be a good idea or not. The Jets offered the 10th pick in the 4th round and a future 3rd round pick for one of our late third rounds. That's a great trade. I would take that in a heartbeat. You fall back about 14 spots, pick up another 3rd rounder next year. I would do that in a heartbeat. Not going to do it today. Here we have a trade Oh, look at this. If we wanted to trade up with the Cardinals, they are offering the 33rd pick of the third round. We would send two. So if you wanted to trade up, we would offer the third round pick number 39, and a fifth round pick to jump up 6 spots. I'm going to say no. I don't want that. I'm going to stay out of that. Is it not going to let me? I zoomed in my screen too much. Sorry, I got to zoom out just so I can click decline trades. Sorry about that. I'll zoom back in whenever we are on the clock. So we're starting this round. We're just going to keep running right here till we are on the clock. All right, we are on the clock. Let's zoom this bad boy back in just so you guys can all read the names. So the 49ers are on the clock. This is our first pick in the draft. Now, before we jump to who's left, these are the names that went kind of right before us. Safety Jari Brown, Tank Dell went, safety JL Skinner, wide receiver Tyler Scott, A.T. Perry, Marvin Mims, Eli Ricks, and Gervin Dexter, the defensive lineman. So if we're looking at best available, according to Joe Goodberry's, his big board that he set, he's got Luke Weipler. I think I pronounced that correct. Center, Ohio State. I really, really do like this cat. Corner, Caillou Blue Kelly out of Stanford. Oh, center out of Michigan's available. This is a fun one. I have a second round grade. It's late in the second. On the center out of Michigan, Olasugun. I'm sure I'm butchering this guy's name, but cornerback slot guy, LaDainian Tomlinson's nephew's there. Zach Pickens, defensive tackle. Tight end Luke Schoonmaker. Not the biggest fan of his play, but value pick here. Cornerback Riley Moss. There's some fun players. Cornerback Darius Rush. He's really high on my list. Defensive tackle Carl Brooks. Bowling Green. Like that guy a lot. So if we're just looking, and again, there's different ways to look at this chart once you're there, is you can look at best overall. That's according to Joe, right? That's what we're doing here. But once you look at the positions vertically, I think it makes a lot more sense. I think edge is probably the biggest need and the most valuable position. 49ers obviously love to spend all those picks. And so if we're looking at edges, KJ Henry, Clemson, Isaiah McGuire, Nick Hampton. I don't think he's a fit for us. I think he's a 3-4 guy. Jose Ramirez, that's late. The only guys that I would even consider in this conversation are the top two, KJ Henry and Isaiah McGuire. And this is the first time we've been faced with this type of decision. But those two guys are the first ones that come to mind if we were going edge here. Now, we've got 3 out of 4 picks in a row. So we're going to kind of see what that looks like. Oscar, what's up, Oscar? How you doing, man? He says, can any of the available centers play across the offensive line? The answer is yes. And I have spent the past 2 days doing nothing, but whenever I'm not on here with you or eating with my family or sleeping, well, work it out. I got to throw that in there too. I'm just watching interior offensive line play. That's all I've been doing for 2 days. Probably have one more day full of just interior offensive line play, grading film. I'm really, really high on a lot of these guys. And a lot of them can play center. So, for example, let me just tell you the round grades I have on these guys. Luke Whipner, I've got a 3rd round grade. Olasugun, I've got a 2nd round grade. I really like that guy. Is Joe Tippmann on here? I've seen people all over the board with him. But I really like Joe Tippmann. It looks like he's gone. Jarrett Patterson, I've got a 3rd round grade. Center out of Notre Dame. Ricky Stromberg, I've got a 5th round grade. Juice Shrugs, 5th round grade. Alex Forsyth, who I really like, 4th round. And again, another guy, Jake Andrews, I've got a 6th round. There's just a lot of cats in this. If I was going off of my best available and I had to pick a center, I'm taking, Olasugun, Oluwatimi. I think I said that correctly. I know I didn't say that correctly. But let me look at and read you kind of my write-up on him, the Michigan center, because I just really thought 6'2", 309. So he's a little bit shorter. He started 49 games. Feet, they're good. Strength is incredible. Frame's incredible. Flexibility is good. He's a zone guy, high IQ, good anchor. I just really, really think It's just easy. Every single snap is easy for this guy. Really, I couldn't find negative plays. I just couldn't. So Luke right here says, center is a need position and best player available according to your assessment. Grab the center. Again, we got 3 out of 4 picks. Now, we did just sign our center to a 4-year deal. No way he's going to play that. He'd be 36. Maybe he will. He didn't play a lot early in his career, Jake Brindle. So it's a possibility. I do like, but I'm not sure what the Michigan guy, if he could play guard. The body says he could, but for the 49ers, anybody they draft, they're going to have to play multiple positions. But yeah, the great one says, man, we got 2 centers already. We talked about Nick Sakill, Jason Poe, John Feliciano. We got a lot of guys. And these are the questions that they're going to have in the war room. Look, the tape on the center for Michigan's awesome. I like he's going to be really high on my list. But again, man, how is this cat going to get snaps? Is he going to make the roster? I don't know. Tight end? Yes, these guys will make the roster. These guys will make the roster. We're looking at Josh Weil. I've got a 3rd round grade on. Schoonmaker I didn't like. 5th round, Cameron Latu, out of Alabama. Not a big fan. I've got a 6th round grade on him. Davis Allen, 5th round grade. Zach Kuntz, didn't like his tape at all. 6th round. Peyton Durham I liked. 4th round. Will Mallory, 5th round. Brenton Strange, 3rd round. So if I'm going off of this, Josh Weil is at the top of my freaking list. Safety, there's some names over here now. There's a lot of names over here at the safety position. Brandon Joseph, Ronnie Hickman Jr., Daniel Scott, Trey Dean. I know people have brought him up a lot. But, man, you start scrolling down that safety position, and there's still guys just sitting there waiting. Wide receiver, Jonathan Mingo's there. Good gosh. Yeah, I'm the biggest Jonathan Mingo fan out of Ole Miss. He just fits everything the 49ers want to do. I've got a 3rd round grade on him. He's probably the highest guy on my list. Michael Wilson out of Stanford. Bigger guy. Great get off. Really quick, explosive, good routes, physical. Man, there's just a lot of cats here. This is a good problem to be in. Offensive tackle. Okay, we got some guys. Tyler Steen, the 49ers have met with. It's a little bit of a reach. Wanya Morris, I got him later. Braden Daniels, I like. Could play inside, could play tackle. Braden Daniels reminds me so much of Spencer Burford. It's just so similar out of Utah. Offensive tackle, can play inside, can play outside. So there's some spots here. Nobody's really jumping off that, like, I just say, oh my gosh, I got to have these guys. Darius Rush, really, really high on my list. So let's see here. I'm going to turn to you guys. What position and or players are you guys talking? I'm wanting to concede a little bit of the power authority that takes place in this draft. I want to see what y'all say. Great One says right tackle or safety. Josh tells me Payne down the line is fine. Ronnie Hickman. We haven't talked a lot about Hickman. Let me pull up kind of my write up on him. Let's talk some Ronnie Hickman. Why not, right? That's what this is about, finding these different prospects. Do they fit? What do they look like? All that kind of stuff. Ronnie Hickman, safety, Ohio State, 6 foot 203. He's fun. He's really, really fun. I think this is too early for him. My biggest issue with him is he missed way too many tackles, had a 19% missed tackle rate. Willingness. He's very physical. He always wants to be in the mix, which I like. Ball production's not great. He just missed a lot of tackles. Good processing skills. I got a Von Bell comp, but I don't think he's going to go a 5th round. I'd be totally cool with that. I got a Mingo right here. There we go. Owens is going to be a Niner. I freaking love that. We need a lockdown right tackle. You ain't get that the 3rd round, Tim, sadly. I don't think you're getting a lockdown left tackle or right tackle in the 2nd round this year. Maybe Cody Mock, maybe Blake Freeland, but neither one of those guys I consider lockdown guys. Wanya Morris, I'm cool with Wanya Morris. You're going OU here. That's okay. The 49ers met with them. Offensive tackle, 6'4", 307. So he's a little shorter than most tackles. He's a little lighter than most tackles. Again, another guy that the 49ers could draft at tackle and slide in. Maybe you move Burford out. He can play all over the place. Zone blocking scheme, physical upside, versatility. Bad control and balance. Underachieved in college, could fade quickly at the NFL level. There's nothing. You look at his metrics, there's not a lot besides the broad jump and his 10-yard. So he can move, but as far as like a lockdown right tackle, I mean, he does have good arm length, 35 and an eighth arm. That's top 82nd percentile. I think this is too early for him, but tackles are going to go. Tackles are going to go. Carl Brooks, baby. We haven't done a Carl Brooks. Let's talk. And again, if you're watching this, it's your first time on one of our mock drafts. We go in clumps. So I know I'm talking a lot about this first pick. We have 3 out of 4 picks in a row, and we're not trading. Not saying the 49ers won't. I'm saying we're not trading for today. So we're going to make these 3 picks. Boom, boom, boom. But we're covering our bases. Then we're going to get to the 5th round. We'll reassess. Boom, boom, boom. Then we'll get to the 7th round. Same thing. So it's kind of a 3-tiered show. Carl Brooks, Bowling Green, 6'4", 300 pounds, 22 years old. Didn't get invited to the combine. Probably the biggest combine snub. I had Brian Peacock on. He talked about him as well. Fun player. And, active hands. Agility is a big plus for a defensive tackle. Good enough to play on the edge. At Bowling Green, he'll move inside. Flexible. Did get bounced around in double teams. Play strength in the run game is a concern. But, man, just explosive. Fun player. If he was a true edge, I'd be yes. But, Darius Rush corner. He's on my list too. Rush secondary is thin. I'm liking this. Ooh, we got tight end. Let's go. Brian Carter, what's up, buddy? He says defensive end, right tackle, corner, safety. Rush can't tackle. Ooh, uh-oh. Josh coming out here throwing shots. Saying Darius Rush can't tackle. Let's see here. Let's see what we got with them. 49ers met with them. Cornerback out of South Carolina. We like South Carolina guys. 6'2", 198. Not great in play action, misdirection, gets sloppy, instincts are rough, former wide receiver, still raw. And that's the thing. He doesn't have to play. He doesn't have to play right now. You could develop this. 4.3, 640. He's got speed off the wazoo. But yeah, it's interesting. Route recognition, click and close ability, good footwork, extremely aggressive, can lay the wood, does miss tackles. Lots of honor rolls, lots of those things. So this is interesting. Morris is a nice pick. We got edge, right tackle, corner, edge, CB. Jatavius Martin could be a safety. He could be. Riley Moss. Let's talk Riley Moss, the corner, because we're given a lot of corner talk. So let's jump to Riley Moss, which there's a few teams with a lot of players. Riley Moss, 23 years old. 49ers met with him, 6'1", 193 out of Iowa. Fluidity, speed, quick. Feet to come down, defend the run. Good long speed. Good mirroring wide receivers. Tends to play conservative, gives up a lot of cushion. He is a physical. He was on Bruce Feldman's freak list in high school, had a 42-inch vertical, set the Iowa all-time record for 110 hurdles. Like he's a beast, man. Ran a 4.4, 540, but his 10-yard split was a 1.48, which is top 92 percentile. 39-inch vertical at the combine. Like he's a freak. 4th round is probably where I think he should go, but that's kind of where we are. And Greg, he says, man, Moss can play multiple positions. You know what? I like this. So I'm going to make this pick. I want to get a corner early. I think the 49ers want to get a corner early. This is pick number 99. Ross is 107 on their big board. I'm cool with it. So we're going to draft Riley Moss. We get a couple more trade offers just to kind of say what they are. Minnesota wants this pick. We're on the clock now for a 5th this year, a 6th this year, a 4th, and a 6th next year. That is bananas. No way. But you would drop from the 3rd round to the 5th round. So you're dropping big time. I would take this trade. I'm not going to today. And then the Saints offer 2/5 and 2/7 this year for this current pick as well. I'm declining them. We're back on the clock. So we got our corner, right? Riley Moss, he is drafted. Now, edge is there. Again, KJ Henry, Isaiah McGuire, not sexy. Not sexy. I know the cursor, it's not glitching on my computer, but I think it glitches whenever I'm sharing the screen. It did the same thing at our Zoom hangout last night. I apologize about that. Sorry about that. So just if you're watching live, KJ Henry, Isaiah McGuire, not in love with either. This is where their value is. Maybe you just take a couple long shot guys later in the draft, because I don't think that this is where we're not getting good value. If you take KJ Henry or Isaiah McGuire, good fits, going to contribute, not sexy, not crazy good value. So the position, I get it. I want a wide receiver here, guys. I really, really do. Juwan Jennings, last year of his deal. Ray McLeod, last year of his deal. Ayuk, I think, is going to be here a long time. Debo, I think, is going to be here a long time. But we need somebody to come into the works. So I want us to focus in and hone in on this wide receiver position. I think, and then we'll play with the last pick, but I'm really wanting one of these wide receivers. Look at safety. There's a lot of safety guys, Uncle Salty. Nobody that I'm just, again, look at the numbers, right? We're picking 101. The top ranked guy, Brandon Joseph, 140. Ronnie Hickman, 196. Daniel Scott. Those are late round players. Those are late round. I don't think value's there. So, and I don't think the 49ers value the safety position. I want to go wide receiver. Let's talk about some of these guys, and let's kind of see where we want to go. Now, if John Chapman's making this list, it's Jonathan Mingo, and I'm not even looking, like I'm not even turning around. I don't even need to look at other positions. 6'1", 220 Ole Miss. He's huge. 22 years old. 49ers met with him. But we took him last time. So I would like to wait. And I want to go with somebody besides Mingo, because we did it last time. Drops were an issue. On a roll, everything. Circus catches routine. Stout for a wide receiver. 4'4" at 220 pounds. He is just catch and run guy. Yak. Yeah, off the charts, man. So let's look at some of these other cats and kind of see who I'm probably most high on. Charlie Jones, best hands in the draft. I have a 5th round grade on him, but he just catches everything. Like, Adam Thielen type guy that's just, man, doesn't even have to be open. You just put the ball in his vicinity. He's going to make a play. Jaron Reed, Michigan State, I got a 4th round grade on him. Parker Washington, didn't like a whole lot. Michael Wilson's interesting because he's a 4th rounder, but he's got some elite traits. Xavier Hutchinson, I have higher in the 4th round out of Iowa State. Dontavion Wicks. Gosh, man, there's so many good ones, which makes me say, man, maybe I wait. Maybe we wait. Raheem Jarrett. I do like Raheem Jarrett. I got a 3rd round grade on him. Let me read Jarrett's write-up here. He was fun. Wide receiver film is so freaking fun. He's out of Maryland, and he just, again, like 5'11", 192. So he's smaller, but 22 years old. He's awesome. High IQ player, elite after the catch ability. He can line up everywhere, compact frame, small. He is smaller, right? So the catch frame and all that stuff, not really there, but just fun. Debo type attitude. He was the Gatorade player of the year in Washington, D.C. The dude, just Golden Tate is my comp for him. So somebody that, again, I'm telling you, we took Mingo last time, so I'm taking him off. Is there anybody else that Parker Washington? I keep seeing that name. Everybody likes him out of Penn State. But let's go through the read here. Raheem Jarrett is my 14th wide receiver. I spelled Parker wrong. That's why it's not pulling up. I'm like, ooh, my sheet froze. And again, these are, if you like these write-ups, this is all available on Patreon. It's already up there. The 49ers Rush team put together a great thing. Josh, who's in the chat. Brian Carter, who's in the chat, helped. Brian White, incredible help. Clayton helped. I mean, we just got a lot of people helping. I have Parker Washington as my 20th wide receiver. 4th round grade. He's great. 21 years old, so younger, 5'10", 215. So he's kind of in between size-wise. He's shorter, but, man, he's stout. No fear. Tough. He looks like a running back. He plays like a running back. Fights through contact, all those things. He's an okay athlete, not great. He's just tough. He's just tough. That's all he did. He started, what's it called? He entered as, he came as a wide receiver and just started playing right away in 2020. But I don't know. He's cousins with Joshua Dobbs, which I think is interesting. Amari Rogers is my comp for him. He's not a good athlete. He's not overly really anything, and he has no down the field presence. Like, he is a over the middle. Like, okay, I'll say this: depending on your quarterback, he's the antithesis to Danny Gray. Small frame, super fast burner, vertical threat only. This dude is within 20 yards, cross of the middle, over the middle, slants, all that kind of stuff. Just tough. And he's a big dude, 5'10", 215. Like, he's got some size. Cedric Tillman's gone. I saw that in the chat. Dontavion Wicks, who I think we just talked about, did we? Or maybe we didn't. I love spelling all these names and messing them up. There it is. I got to look it up. Yeah, it's D-O-N. Dontavion Wicks, 6'1", 206. 49ers met with him as well. Out of Virginia. Vertical skill set is good. Great ball skills. Circus catches are a norm for him. Competitive toughness. Nice release. Good hips. Drops and ball security are an issue. He didn't have his best season in 2022. Top end speed is a concern. He ran a 4.62. But, man, he's always behind corners. Always. Tough, physical. I've got a 4th round grade on him. Wide receiver 18 for me. His broad jump, 130 inches, 91 percentile. He's explosive. 39-inch vertical. Explosive. I like that guy. Carter. Wicks is a body control possession guy. Saw some solid run block. Yeah, he's tough. Big slot, 6'1", 206, so he fits that mold. I like that. Raphael says, man, if we're looking for downfield, what about the kid out of Princeton? Ooh, I do like him. His tape was fun. Smart as heck. Absolute freak athlete. I'm going to mess up his name. Andre Ios Zivas. I've got a 4th round grade on him. Number 21 wide receiver. Oh, nope. Sorry. I was looking above. Number 22 wide receiver. He's just a freak, man. 6'3", 205, 23 years old, elite athletic profile. The lack of competition for Princeton's a concern. His blocking was really, really bad. Route tree, I mean, this dude's raw. It was just Hail Marys to this guy. You go watch his game tape, he's just running go routes nonstop. That's half their thing. But track and field for Princeton, he was one of the heptathlon record holder. Like, he's incredible. Cordarrelle Patterson, Christian Watson type, that big body. But, man, if you're going Brock Purdy, which I don't think the 49ers would be making these types of choices, but if you are going Brock Purdy long-term, you're not drafting this guy. Like, this is not a fit for Brock Purdy. You already got Danny Gray. This is not a fit at all. It's a fit for Trey Lance with a rocket arm, but Brock Purdy ain't throwing the deep ball. That's not what he does. He can't do it, but you're not going to have 2 deep threats. And that's why I don't think Andre is going to be an option here. But yeah, he is a freak. Is Palmer? Palmer's gone from Nebraska. Yeah, get another deep threat guy. I like that. So here we go. I'm putting out 3 names that we are going to pick, and whatever we get most in the chat, that's what we're going to go with. Again, I'm vetoing Jonathan Mingo because we took him last time. Parker Washington, Charlie Jones, Dontavion Wicks. One of those 3 guys. Oh, I'm throwing in Raheem Jarrett. We got 4. Raheem Jarrett, Dontavion Hicks, Charlie Jones, or Parker Washington. We got 4 cats here that I really like. I think they fit the team. I think they fit the scheme. I think they fit the style. I like that. And so you let me know what you want. Michael Wilson, we got Stanford guy. What's up, David? Shot J says he wants Charlie Jones. Safe pick. He is super safe. Wicks, we've got one for Wicks. Wicks, Jarrett, I like it. Man, this is fun. But right now, Wicks has got the most votes. I would be very, very happy with these guys. There's just so many playmakers. This wide receiver class is interesting because I don't think it's great early. Like I have 4 first-round wide receivers, but I have them all the bottom half of the first round. Like they're not like super high grades. None of them are like top 10, top 15 players, right? But the position value is just gigantic in today's NFL. Everybody wants wide receivers. Everybody does. All right, here we go. Wicks, Jones, Washington, Jones. Oh, we're getting a wait on wide receiver, which probably would be happy with, but I want to go wide receiver here. I'm going to be a little bit of a jerk. So Charlie Jones, we're getting the best hands in the draft, which kind of goes against the way the Niners usually draft at wide receiver, but that'd be nice. So Riley Moss, corner out of Iowa, wide receiver Charlie Jones out of Purdue. Those are our first 2 picks. This is our last pick in this threshold. Tight end, man, I like Josh Weil. I'm getting him in a lot of mock drafts. Josh Weil, Peyton Durham, Britton Strange, Will Mallory. There's 4 guys there. Running back, we didn't even look at, but we're not going running back here. Tackle, Tyler Steen, Wanya Morris. Either one of those 2 guys makes sense. Zach Pickens, defensive tackle, Carl Brooks. Yeah, this is rough. I don't like the safeties. Corners, I would be cool with. Darius Rush, I like a lot. Jalen Jones. There's some good corners here. There are some good corners here. Let's go read the Stanford. You know the 49ers are going to be drafting at least one Stanford guy. If we look at Caillou Blue Kelly, awesome name, 6 foot 191, fits exactly what the 49ers want to do. Change of direction 7, frame 7, awareness 8, not a speed guy. He's a heavy man-to-man, which he wouldn't do for the Niners, but they like man-to-man defenders. Excels is getting his hands on wide receivers, staying in phase, aggressive, prototypical shadow corner, not confident and off coverage. That scares me. I want to move on. I don't want to play that game if that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I want. And so now the corner, here we go. Travius Hodges Tomlinson, 5'8", 178, 23 years old. This is LaDainian Tomlinson's son. Change of directions 10, frame 1. Small, shifty. He's nickel-only guy. First and forced incompletions. He's awesome. The problem is, how's this cat going to make the roster? You just signed Isaiah Oliver. You got Samuel Womack. I'm really high on Quantrez Knight. How many slot corners do you need? I just don't think that this position values that whenever you have all those guys. And again, the Niners love position versatility. He can only play in the slot. Too small. Yeah, you're getting nose on Tomlinson. Let's look at Jalen Jones. Y'all make me look at all these players that for teams I hate. I hate these players. I just don't like them. Jalen Jones, Texas A&M, 6'2", 205. That checks off. Already 25. He's old, man. Already 25-year-old corner. Change of direction 7, frame 8, physicality 8. Low end on the speed, ran a 4.57. That's a problem. Long, strong corner. Knocks receivers off their routes. Patient, experienced. 3-year starter. He's good. Cover 3 corner. Long speed, but man, you're going to draft a kid that's 25? It's a 3rd round, so it makes sense. He's outside only guy, not going to move inside. Yeah, I don't know, man. 25 years old is rough. That is rough at the corner position. I would say if I'm going corner, I'm going Darius Rush. We're getting some tackle. Okay, let's do tackle. Let's have this tackle conversation. Let's talk about Tyler Steen, offensive tackle. The reason why I'm not too hot on Tyler Steen is because he's an Alabama guy. The 49ers met with him. 6'6", 321, 22 years old. You like all that stuff. This is about where he should go. Feet balance 4, strength 8, explosiveness 5. Can anchor and absorb bull rushers. That would be the difference. That would be the difference for Mike McGlinchey, right? What you want what you haven't had. What was Mike the worst at was anchoring, bull rushers. This guy, probably his best trait. Let's see here. Slides well, dips shoulder to gain leverage. Quickness is good. Flexibility is good. Doesn't have the best movement. Gets caught lunging quite often. He's got a pretty awesome family history. His grandfather, incredible story. If you haven't heard it, his platoon was on attack in the Vietnam War. Grenade fell into the camp, literally dove on the grenade and saved the rest of his platoon. Incredible, military family, all that kind of stuff. So discipline's going to be there. I don't know. He does have short arms, 32 and 3/4 arms. Now, this ain't Trent Baalke draft now, and the Niners do not care about arm length at the tackle position. They really don't. Look at the guys that they have drafted. Daniel Brunskill, short arms. Colton McKivitz, short arms. Spencer Burford, decent arms. You moved him inside. Jalen Moore, short arms, right? They usually don't go after those types of guys. And so I don't think this ain't Trent Baalke. So I don't think arm length is the biggest deterrent for the 49ers. But yeah, let's see here. How is he in the run game? Pass blocking grade on PFF, 74.4. Run blocking, 64.7. Zone, 67.2. 49ers met with him twice, guys. Twice. So, I don't know. I don't like him. I'm going to wait. Defensive end. Gosh, man, do y'all want KJ Henry or Isaiah McGuire? Do either of those two guys jump out to you? Those are the only two that are even close. We had this discussion on one of the this is my third mock draft. I think the first time we talked about those two guys forever. And whenever I drafted it, I didn't like it. Man, we're in a rough spot. And I'm looking corner. There's a good tight end, Josh Weil, Darius Rush at corner, maybe Tyler Steen at offensive tackle. You do have Carl Brooks there. I don't know, man. This is the third round. You're in no man's land whenever you're picking 3 out of 4 picks. So I want this pick to be traded back. We're not doing trades. I do not like Cont, Tobias. 6th round, maybe. You're drafting a frame only. Incredible injury history. Doesn't look like he likes contact at all, and he's the biggest dude on the field. All right, let's see here. We're going, here's the 3 options. Defensive tackle, Carl Brooks. Edge, Isaiah McGuire. Offensive tackle, Tyler Steen. Or corner, Darius Rush. Those are the 4 choices we're going with. Corner, Darius Rush. Isaiah McGuire, edge. Carl Brooks, defensive tackle. Or Tyler Steen, offensive tackle at Alabama. Narrowing it down. We're going to let you guys decide. And it's not the sexiest, but this is pick 102, right? We got Brooks. There we go. Carl Brooks, Stein, due to need, Rush, Brooks, Stein. There we go. So Rush or Brooks. McGuire finally got a vote. I know some of you guys are cussing right now. Gosh, dang it, Chapman. we want somebody better. But this is the problem, right? I could go on PFF, and I like PFF, but I can manipulate it to where all these guys that went in the 2nd round here are still available. You could finesse it. So you could go online and you can find all these mock drafts where it's like, man, Chapman, there's so many better mock drafts out there. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. However, I want as realistic an option as possible, and this could happen. It could shake this way. It could shake this way. Brian Carter, that's the breaking vote right there. Defensive line, Carl Brooks. We are drafting this player. So we get out of the third round bunch. Riley Moss, corner, Iowa. I like that. Charlie Jones, wide receiver, Purdue. I like that. And Carl, man, okay, I want you to tell me how you feel we did just in the third round. We're going to continue. But again, this kind of breaks up into thirds. And we won't spend near as much time on the next two bunches. A, B, C, D, F, whatever. How do you feel about walking out of the third round with these three picks? The one thing that I could say is these are three freaking football players. They are football freaking players, right? You're not drafting elite traits. You're not drafting players that project. You're drafting high production football players that fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are making the roster. Almost all third round picks will make the roster anyway. But corner, premium position. Wide receiver, premium position. Defensive tackle, premium position. Like, I'm cool with this. And if we would, I like this. I feel pretty good. Let's see here what we got. Oscar gives us an A. What's up, Oscar? A- Shot J, B+ Dewey, C+ Jeff, B Tobias, A Freddie. Yeah, these are good grades. A-. I like that. Don't like the Charlie Jones pick. I want to know why. Why, Josh? You're somebody that you spend so much time on this stuff. Tell me why you don't like the Charlie Jones pick, because of probably what else was out there. I got a C. I got a nice. Another C, B, only because that's supposed to go in the second will drop. Okay, all right. C+, D+, all right. I'm not mad about these. Michael says, love Charlie Jones, just don't see why we would take him. We have so many wide receivers. Well, the entire draft philosophy of the 49ers has been what's going to happen next year. And Jawan Jennings, Ray McLeod, both on expiring contracts. I don't think we're going to be bringing those guys back. So you kind of replace a guy a year early. And so that's why that's there. Anyway. So, all right, let's move forward. Let's do this. So the Carl Brooks one was everybody's kind of favorite. We're starting the fourth round. Again, we're not trading. So we're just going to simulate through this round as fast as possible. Now we're into the fifth round. This is the third bunch. There's a little bit more spread on these picks, which is okay. Let's see here. All right, we are on the clock, and here we go. You can kind of see, and again, this is why, perhaps the wait on wide receiver crowd continues to win out. And yeah, the only reason why I didn't take Jonathan Mingo is because we took him last time. If you want to put in, Mingo over Charlie Jones, if that makes you feel better, that's cool. There we go. Josh says his thing with Charlie Jones, just not a guy I want the Niners to take. It was interesting watching Charlie Jones, because the whole time I'm watching him, I'm just like, man, that was a great catch. But he was blanketed. So not a separation guy. He's a production guy. But I think he has the best hands in the entire draft. So I do like that. Daniel says, what about Nathaniel Dale, wide receiver? Yeah, he was taken in the second or third round. He went way before we were on the clock. He was gone. Thank you. Great one. I appreciate y'all. Mosquito Killer says, now I'd definitely go edge or tight end. Let's look at those spots that are available. A lot of edge guys that are in this. One of the biggest climbers, he's already gone. He's already gone. But yeah, so if we're looking at edge, Nick Hampton, App State, doesn't fit us. Let's look at, I didn't like his tape too much. Ali Gay out of LSU. Let me just refresh kind of how I feel about him. 6'5", 263, check, prototypical side, fluid athlete, smooth, flashed high-level production, but too inconsistent. Instincts are good, not strong enough, no twitch as a pass rusher, plays too tall, needs to focus on leverage. Kind of interesting story. He was born in Gambia, immigrated to the United States when he was 12. So he started playing football when he was 14, played for 2 junior colleges before going to LSU. Raw guy. The size is exactly what the Niners want. Exactly. But the production, 2 sacks, 12 hurries. It's just you're just drafting a trait to develop, right? So that's the issue. We like Ramirez. We've taken Jose Ramirez. I would argue this. Jose Ramirez is the most mock drafted player to the 49ers across all content creators. So I'm going to read Jose Ramirez's profile. Then we're not picking him. I think we took him last time. 6'1", 242. He's small, man. He's a bend, burst around the edge, and that's just what he does. Speed, A-plus production, 10 sacks. He's awesome. We're not taking him, okay? We took him last time. That's what it was. That's what it was. So we're moving on there. All right, let's see here. We need an edge. So, but again, this ain't it. There's a lot of guys there. Now ain't the time. I'm sorry. I don't like Nick Hampton. He doesn't fit our scheme. Ali Gay, I don't want. Jose Ramirez, I'm vetoing. Now we're into these guys that are 177, 178, like on the big board. The value's not there. Let's look at Brenton Cox out of Florida. Here we go. 6'3", 250. He only had 2 sacks last year. Prototypical edge builder. Major character concerns. No, we're not taking him. Dismissed from University of Georgia. Arrest. No, we're not taking him. He's not even going to be on the Niners board. He's gone. So like, but again, if we just keep pushing it back, I don't know, man. It's not great. DJ Johnson out of Oregon, 6'4", 260. I like that. Elite athletic skills. He had 5 sacks last year. Long arms. Needs to work with hands. Often abandons responsibilities to get upfield. High hips. He's on Bruce Feldman's freak list. Had an incident with the fan where he pushed a fan down. Got really, really bad. I just don't know, man. I'm not liking this, guys. I'm not liking it. There's a lot of guys. I'm going to wait. We'll look at edge with our 3rd pick in the 5th round. Right now, I don't want to touch it. If we are, Raheem Jarrett's still there. I doubt we want to go with another, guard. We don't have a tackle. Let's check tackles. All right. We've got some guys here. Carter Warren out of Pittsburgh. Warren McClendon out of Georgia. There are some offensive tackles that I think merit where we're picking at currently. And so, like, I'm okay with this. I'm a little okay with where we're at now. Carter Warren, Pittsburgh, 6'5", 311, allowed 1 sack last year. Great balance, great pass pro. Man, I freaking love this, that he's sitting there. I would have no problem taking Carter Warren out of Pittsburgh, the offensive tackle. Like, that is a match. It is a match on where we're drafting. It is a match on scheme. It is a match on his player profile. Like, this just makes sense to me. I really, really like this kid. I really, really do. Very long arm. He's 88th percentile in arms. Like, I like him. So, like, let's see here. Faye Hoko, I saw that on there. Yeah, I'd be down. I really like Carter. I'm all right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Executive decision. Josh says we get Josh's blessing. We're going to be okay there. He says 49ers would take Warren. I agree. We got our right tackle. It's the 5th round. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm totally cool with that. So now we're back on the clock. Let's see who went right after us. All right, here we go. Where did we pick at? There we go. Nick Hampton, Jalen Redmond, Tavai, Miller, Raheem Jarrett went, Ali Gay went, Cameron Young went. So now we're back on the clock. Let's check the safety spot. Look at that. Ronnie Hickman Jr. still there. Daniel Scott's still there. Yeah, a lot of safeties there. We got our corner and Riley Moss. We still don't have an edge. I'm waiting. We're not taking Jose Ramirez. I don't care what y'all say. we're not taking him. Center. Oh, okay. This is sweet spot right here, the draft, ladies and gents. I like these guys. I like a lot of these guys. Alex Forsythe, like. Jake Andrews, like. Drew Shrugs, like. Ricky Stromberg, like. A lot of likes. Now, who am I highest on? Let's see. On my list, I think Alex Forsyth, Oregon. They've got him 249. I loved his tape. You watch Oregon versus Georgia. That dude handled his own versus those defensive tackles out of Georgia just fine. Just fine. I really do like Alex Forsyth. Ricky Stromberg, man, I like him too. Yeah. Mosquito killer. He's warning me. John, don't miss out on tight end again. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, look at this. This is where we're going. We're going tight end, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to it. Now the only question is, which tight end? I'm giving you 3 options, okay? We're going tight end here. I don't care what anybody says. Tight end Payne Durham out of Purdue. Are we going to get 2 Purdue players? Tight end Will Mallory out of Florida, Miami. I really liked him. And Brenton Strange. So if we were going just off of my own personal rankings, I have Brenton Strange. 1 spot behind him is Payne Durham. And then 2 spots behind him is Will Mallory. So Brenton Strange would be my pick out of Penn State. Payne Durham right behind them, and Will Mallory. This is fun. Yeah, Greg says Forsyth, the center, has a 7th round grade on PFF. Yeah, this is my grade. I'm saying I really loved his tape. I disagree with PFF on a lot of things. All right, we got Mallory, Strange, Durham. All right. He says, you're going to make a big board like last year, John? Yes, I am, Ishmael. Yes. I am almost completely through with the offense, but we did an extra 100 players this year. Last year, we did 200. I'm at 298 now. We're at 298. I finished stacking vertically almost all of the offense. Then I'll be working defense. By April 14th, we will be completely done. And all of that will be available to Patreon members. And if you're not a Patreon member, then you can sign up for a free thing and get it for free. Yeah, we'll be sharing every single thing we have created will be shared so that your draft experience can be a lot better. You'll know about these guys. Durham. Greg says Durham. Payne. Durham. Yeah. How about taking 2 tight ends? I don't mind that. Durham. Yeah, this is all Durham. That's just what it is. So let's read up. I really enjoyed his tape. So, I mean, his name is Payne Durham, right? Like, his name's Payne Durham. The kid was destined to be tough. This is going to be the second Purdue player we've taken. The 49ers have met with him. 6'5", 253. Just awesome. Huge. Lacks decent speed, but his size and length makes up for it. Capable blocker. Can play with his hand in the ground. Running teams will love him. But if you want to spread him outside, he has good hands. Touchdown machine. 21 career touchdowns. Incredible. Strong in all phases except top end speed. Like an extra offensive lineman. No wiggle. Doesn't break through tackles. Just runs through people like a juggernaut. Played lacrosse in high school. Didn't start playing football until his senior year. Academic Big 12 3 years in a row. Geez, man. Like, come on. Like, this dude... Yeah, I'm totally cool. He's my number 9 tight end. I freaking love him. Payne Durham. We got 2 Purdue players. Look at that. We could we could go after Aiden O'Connell, the quarterback, and go get another Purdue player. Let's see if he's available. He's available, baby. So, if we want to just Purdue this thing, there is some Ohio State fan out there, or Indiana fan or whatever, just losing their freaking mind right now with Purdue. 2 Purdue players, but that's what it is. So we got our tight end. I want to say shout out to the man, Mosquito Killer, for keeping me honest. He's my quality control. I freaking love it. I appreciate you, man. I love this. Yeah, let's see here. We took Durham, so we're good there. This is our last pick in the 5th round, and we don't pick for a full round after this because we have pick 38 in the 5th, then pick 39 in the 6th. So the majority of these guys will all be gone. And again, just to kind of refresh what we got a corner, Riley Moss, wide receiver, Charlie Jones, Purdue, defensive line, Carl Brooks, Bowling Green, offensive tackle, Carter Warren, Pittsburgh, tight end, Payne Durham. We don't have an edge. We do not have an edge. We don't have an edge. Let's look at, and I said, we'll look at edge at the end, right? That's what we said in the 5th round. Let's go look at Yasir. I think we got to get edge here. I don't know about you guys, but it's the 5th round, right? So one of these guys is going to be a stud. Now, if you are a guy that loves Jose Ramirez, Yasir Abdullah's not too far off. 6'1", 237. Very similar. Bend is a 5. Explosiveness is a 9. 9 sacks last year for Louisville. Great pass rush. Bottom of the line physical traits, but very explosive speed and burst. Plays like an edge rusher, built like an off-the-ball linebacker. Small frame, wins with hustle, vision, play recognition. Dude ran a 10.5 in the 100-meter dash in high school and a 21.2 in the 200. He's speed, man. Here's my athletic comp, Nick Bedito. His play style comp, Shaka Tooney. I'm telling you right now, I really like this guy. I would be just fine taking Yasir here at the end of the 5th round. Let's talk some Lonnie Phelps out of Kansas. I'm seeing him in the chat. Brian Carter threw his name out there. Lonnie Phelps, 6'2", 244. Again, undersized, crazy effort production. Has a great feel for the game, sniffs out plays regular, good pursuit, struggles with power, run game. He transferred to Kansas from Miami of Ohio. If I had to pick between those two, Lonnie Phelps, we're going edge here. Period. Those are the two guys I like. So everybody, Yasir or Lonnie Phelps. And so do you want more speed and burst, or do you want a bigger frame, a little less burst? But again, he's still got crazy burst. Ran a 4.55. It's really, really good. 31 bench press reps. Top 92% of his position. Everybody's saying Yasir. I think I might agree. So we're going edge, Yasir Abdullah from Louisville, baby. So in the 5th round, I love the positions. And I think this is where these positions start to hit. I want you to tell me how you feel. Grade just our 5th round. Offensive tackle, Carter Warren, Pittsburgh. Tight end, Payne Durham, Purdue. Edge, Yasir Abdullah, Louisville. How do you just grade our 5th round? I like this 5th round. And this isn't a sexy draft. And whenever I post this picture on Twitter or wherever, and say, hey, if you want to, whatever, it's not going to get like, oh, this is amazing. But this is real. We've got a high degree of difficulty we are operating with here, right? I like this. I got a B from Greg, David B+, Oscar A. We got 2 A's from Oscar, my man. Ishmael B, Freddie B. That's a good 5th. All needs an A. There we go. Mosquito gave us an A. We got a lot more A's in the 5th round than we did in the 3rd round, but those are good pieces. I'm feeling pretty good. So let's start the 6th round. Let's get to our pick here. Let me take a quick swig of coffee. This is fun. Now, these 4 picks, or 5 picks, we have 5 picks left in the draft. They're kind of spread out, but you've got 2 picks in a row, relatively, because you got pick 39 in the 6th, then pick 5 in the 7th. So you've got 2 in a row, then you've got 3 in a row. So let's deal with these 2 picks in a row kind of together. Hey, Aiden O'Connell's there. Quarterback, Purdue. Do we want to go for the trifecta? Oh, man, I'm sorry. Man, I don't think anybody cares about that but me. All right, safety possibility here. Rashad Torrance, Brandon Hill, Pittsburgh. There's some guy, Gervais Owens. Every time I see his name, I just get happy. I think he's a perfect Niners fit out of Houston. They've got him ranked really, really, really low. Really, really, really low. Oscar said, like I said last week, best available, best on need. Now comes the fun part, prospects. Now, once you get into the 6th round, and this is what the Niners do as well. It doesn't matter if you've already drafted the position. It doesn't matter if there's no need. You draft the best player on your board, period. That's it. That's why there's so many great late hits, because, man, there's just guys out there. And, if we're looking, oh my gosh, if we're looking just at the best available, Brenton Strange, the tight end, is still there. And somebody's like, John, you just took a tight end. I don't give a damn. Brenton Strange is awesome. I love Brenton Strange. I had him ranked higher than Peyton Durham. He's still there. So my question is, can Strange play fullback? Let me open up his profile for me. That'll help. Gosh, I love Brenton Strange. I'm sitting here right now like I don't give a damn. I'm taking this dude. Niners met with him. He's a Niner fit. 6'3", 253. So he's a little bit bigger than most tight ends. He's 22 years old. 49ers met with him. He ran a 4.7 40. All right. 157 10-yard. That's top 91%. He's athletic, 36-inch vertical. I mean, this dude, his change of direction is not great. Impressive rack ability, yards after the catch, run after the catch for a tight end. Strong hands, will be flexed out player, NFL build. Inline blocking has to improve. Separation is tough. Plays mean. Looks like he loves to block and tries to dominate the opponent every snap. Not enough to get in the way. He wants to move them. If he was taller and had longer arms, he'd be a second rounder. Pancakes are a regular. Listen to this. High school, third team, All-State in West Virginia for basketball. I had a really hard time with the player comp. I said Charlie Warner in the run game, Dallas Clark in the passing game. I have him ranked higher. I'm sorry. Best player available. That's where we're at. I don't care about the other positions. We got another pick coming up. I'm taking tight end Brenton Strange. Back-to-back tight end picks. Whoa. If you didn't like our last mock, you better freaking love this one because I got some flack for the tight end. Not this time. Not this time. Man, that would be fun. And I think both those guys would make it. All right, here we are. We are on the clock. We're looking at positions. We still don't have a safety. Edge, Villamy, Fehoko is there. I said Josh Ramirez was the most drafted player in mock drafts. I think Villamy, Fehoko is number 2. But John Chapman's throwing everybody a curveball. That's right, I am. You know why? Because there's another guy I see who was not on my initial 297 draft profiles. He wasn't there. I got reached out, and man, I do not have the name, email. Caleb Murphy out of Ferris State. 6'3" edge, 254 pounds. The dude is bananas. In this past 2 years, he has 40 sacks, 60 tackles for loss. He's the first ever defensive 2 player to win the Ted Hendricks Award, which goes to the best defensive end in the country. Nobody's ever done it from D2. We're in the 7th round. We're taking a flyer. We waited on edge earlier because there just wasn't the value there. I'm telling you right now, 7th round pick, I'm going upside. I'm going Caleb Murphy, edge out of Ferris State. I love this kid. He's fun. Small school, I get it, but there we go. We got an edge. All right, we got 3 picks left. Let's play around. Let's play around. Let's look at running back. Cameron Peoples. Ooh, I love him. I love Cameron Peoples. How many of you guys would be upset if the 49ers took a running back in the 7th round? Would anybody be upset? Because anytime I talk running back, people are like, no, don't do it. But, man, we're in the 7th round here. I've got a 5th round grade on Cameron Peoples out of App State, man. He's just fun. 6'1", 217, bigger guy. Continually falls forward, solid receiver in the flats, likely to fit any scheme, straight line speed, north-south runner, good leg drive. Shotgun heavy offense would be best, NFL ready body. Man, he's a 4-minute drive dream. Yeah, I like that. Let's see here. I see in the chat, Chase Brown, Illinois, he's gone. Let's see here. Let me look at my running backs and see if there's any other stud that's still there. Yeah, Chase Brown, I've got a 5th round grade on. He's gone. Sean Tucker, he's gone. Deuce Vaughn, Keaton Mitchell. Is Keaton Mitchell there? No, he's gone. Hunter Lipke. Oh, is our fullback there? No, he's gone. Somebody took Hunter Lipke. I was going to get crazy. Going to get real crazy. Yeah, if I was taking a running back, it would by far it would be the App State cat. I really like him in the 5th round. I would be happy with him here. Wide receiver, there's some guys there. Nothing that's really jumping off the street. Ooh, Demario Douglas. Demario Douglas. That might make some sense, to be honest with you. He's fun. He's a fun guy. Now, I don't have him super high. I have a 6th-round grade, wide receiver out of Liberty. He's tiny and shifty, man. If you want a replacement, right, for Ray McLeod, it's going to be rough to find anybody better than Demario Douglas. One, the 49ers met with him. 5'7", 179, right? Shiftiness and speed that pops off the screen. Great agility. Can play inside and outside, which is crazy at his size. 5'7" outside wide receiver. Like, the dude could do it. Routinely evades tackles. Slot fades his best route. Kick returner, punt returner, playmaker, jet sweeps. May never pan out as a true wide receiver, but will always be a returner. Some of the most entertaining film you will ever see. Generates so much separation. Tavon Austin was kind of the only comp I could come up with. I mean, he's small. He is small. But if you like Tank Dell, Nathaniel Dell, your Demario Davis is the day 3 version. Small, explosive, man. Dude just pops. Now, level competition, Liberty's an issue. They did play one game. Who did they play that was against like a top tier opponent? And dude was the best player on the field. So this is interesting. But yeah, that's a name. So that's one that stands out to me. Tight end, we're not taking another tight end. We load on that. Tackle, not seeing anything. Man, Alex Forsyth's there. Gosh, Jake Andrews, Alex Forsyth. I like both those guys. Alex Forsyth, man, that just sounds awesome to me. That sounds so good to me. Corner, man, I'm sorry, guys. We're going center. I'm drafting Alex Forsyth, and we're going to see if he can beat out the guys from last year, right? Nick Sikel, if he can beat out Jason Poe. We're just going to see. We're going to take a developmental center. Man, you watch that Georgia game, you're going to come away thinking he's better than a 7th-round player. He played against elite talent, and he was doing his damn job. So we got our center there. All right, here we go. Let's see here. What other positions? Linebacker we haven't touched. I'm not really seeing anybody that jumps off the board. Corner. Man, corner makes some sense here. Oh, Starling Thomas. Starling Thomas out of University of Alabama, Birmingham. Let's see. Come on, load. There we go. 6 foot, 195. Perfect fit for, body type, every long arm press corner, tracks ball well, good routes. Feet aren't ideal. They get choppy, can get grabby, needs to be coached out. He ran a 10.4 100-meter dash. I mean, he's a speed dude, man. I like him. And it's a position of need. It's a perfect fit. Oh, let's look at quarterback. Yeah, I'm seeing Malik Cunningham. He's a dual threat running quarterback. Max Duggan. DTR's there. Tim Durant's there. Tyler Badgett's there. Man, I do not like Max Duggan at all. I know he's tough. That dude just has he's got no accuracy. I would prefer, if we're taking a quarterback, I would take the Let me look at my rankings just so I can make sure I'm being honest with my film evaluation. Yeah. I have DTR the highest. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who had the strongest arm in the draft as far as like throwing it, speed at the combine, fast. 49ers met with him. I'm going DTR here. Let's do a quarterback pick. I'll turn it to you guys. Malik Cunningham, Duggan, DTR, or Tyson Badgett out of Shepherd. We're going quarterback. We need a camp arm. Might as well get the guy we want. DTR, Badgett, Duggan, Cunningham. Who do you guys want at quarterback? Let's, because we got 2 picks left. Let's go ahead and make sure we get one of these. Everybody likes Duggan, man. Everybody likes Duggan. DTR. DTR got benched in the Iowa Bowl game. Well, man, we watched the 1994 49ers versus Eagles game, and Steve Young got benched last night. And he was not happy about Badgett, DTR upside, Demorant, DTR. Small hands. DTR equals small hands, huh? I wonder. I don't want to pull it up right now. But yeah, I think DTR is going to be the guy. So boom, there we go. We got our quarterback. Last pick, ladies and gents. Is there anybody that is screaming at us on this chart? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Is there anybody that's just like, man, we got to go get this guy? Trey Tucker, I got a 7th rounder on. DJ Dell, Niners met with him. Defensive tackle, Alabama. Kentucky corner. Gervais Owens. I mean, how do you not go Gervais Owens? The safety. I freaking, this dude's just too freaking fun. He's going to be a Niners guy. I'm sorry. He's going to play for the 49ers. He has no choice. Listen to the Niners met with him. Houston guy, 6 foot 195, good ball skills, tracks the ball, good hustle, never out of the play, explosive mover, knows how to use his height vertically, good trajectory. Man, JUCO transfer. It does take poor angles, needs help at the next level. I like him. I like him. I'm seeing all the Owens. We're taking Owens. There we go. We did it. We did it, ladies and gents. Let's see how we did. Here's our picks on the right side of the screen. Y'all got to let me know how y'all feel. So throw this out there. Let's fully grade the draft, and let's see what we missed. Where did we excel? 3rd round, cornerback, Riley Moss, Iowa. 3rd round, wide receiver, Charlie Jones, Purdue. 3rd round, defensive tackle, Carl Brooks, Bowling Green. 5th round, offensive tackle, Carter Warren, Pitt. 5th round, tight end, Pay Durham, Purdue. Maybe my favorite pick in the draft. 5th round, edge, Yasir Abdullah, Louisville. Love it. 6th round, tight end, Brenton Strange. Wrong. That's my favorite pick of the draft. 7th round, edge, Caleb Murphy, Ferris State. Love that pick. 7th round, center, Alex Forsyth, Oregon. 7th round, quarterback, DTR, UCLA. 7th round, safety, Gervais Owens, Houston. Whoo! We cook it. I don't know about y'all, man. That's a lot of players. 11's a lot. 11 is a lot. Man. So what's your favorite pick? What's your least favorite pick? What positions did we miss on? We got a center. We got a tackle. We got a wide receiver. We got 2 tight ends. We did not get a running back, which will make some people happy. We did get a QB. So offense is addressed everything but running back. Defensively, 2 edges and a defensive tackle. We did not get a linebacker. So from the positional value chart, the 2 least valued positions in the NFL, off-ball linebacker, running back, just based on dollar and cents. We didn't touch those. Corner, we went corner early. We went safety late. So we touched everything except for linebacker and running back. So I like the positions. It's a practice squad, right? Like a lot of these guys wouldn't be on the practice squad, but there's the positions, especially early. Cornerback depth is an issue. Wide receiver depth will be an issue. Defensive tackle depth, not an issue. Probably our most stacked position. Tackle, that's an issue. Tight end is an issue. Edge is an issue. Tight end's an issue. Edge is an issue. Center, Alex Forsyth, 7. Nope. Quarterback, you got to get one. Safety, maybe safety earlier. And I think you could say that probably for 5 years consecutively for the 49ers, right? And yeah, Freddie says, don't like the DTR pick. Yeah, it's a 7th round QB, right? Like, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Worried about linebacker? Yeah, not worried about linebacker, says Shot J. There we go. Riley Moss is a rare commodity baller. Yeah, he is. We didn't get a kicker. Thank God. I didn't even look at kicker. Don't care. David says, well done. We could be GM. This ain't me. This is all you guys. Y'all picked most of them. I picked a couple. We're in this together. I love taking 2 tight ends. I want to take 2 tight ends. I want to take 2 edge players. That's kind of, if I could do I want to take 2 wide receivers too, though. I love this wide receiver. You guys could tell every time. right here. Do you think any rookies could end up starting this year? Outside of injury, the only place I could see a rookie starting would be right tackle, edge. If you could beat out Drake Jackson in the run, maybe. That's it, right? So left tackle to right tackle. Right tackle's the only thing open. You're not beating out any of the wide receivers. You're not beating out CMC. You're not beating out, one of the quarterbacks. Defensively, tackles are set. Bosa's set. Linebackers set. Corners set. Safety set. So outside of injury, edge maybe, right tackle maybe. That's it. So now, again, if you look at, okay, which rookie started last year, Spencer Burford, why did he start? Because Daniel Brunskill got hurt. Would he have started if Brunskill didn't hurt? That's not the way Kyle Shanahan does things. So, yeah, I don't think that's what that's got to be. Josh says, I would love 2 edges and 2 tight ends. I'm with you, man. We all in this together, baby. We're all in this together. Big Papa says, it's fun to hear you're so high. Register a voice in your excitement on the players. Oh, okay, I see. When my voice goes high. Yeah. I'm going through quicksand right now, watching interior offensive line tape and all that stuff. And, all the linemen, man, it gets boring after, 20 guys. It's just because good O-line tape is boring. But, man, yeah, some of these guys is pretty easy to get excited about. Josh says, does Farrell start and Jackson come in on pass downs? No, Farrell. So you're talking, I think you're talking Murphy, the Ferris kid. I think it's who you're talking about. I'm sorry if I'm misrepresenting this. Caleb Murphy, based on our mock draft in the 7th round, he's a pass rush specialist early. That's what it would be. Depth at corner is suspect. We've got 4 guys. You've got Charvarius Ward, you've got Debo, you've got Isaiah Oliver, you've got Samuel Womack. And Samuel Womack can play all 3. Debo can play all 3. I don't think Ward can go inside. Isaiah Oliver can play all 3. So you've got good versatility because everybody can play so many spots, right? Now, after Womack, that's where it gets a little spicy. Quantravius Knight, I'm going to tell you all the time, I love that dude. Outside, inside safety. I don't know where they're going to put him. I like him. With this draft, getting Riley Moss as another outside guy, I'm cool with that. That's pretty good depth. And we haven't even mentioned Ambry Thomas. We haven't even mentioned him. Oh, Cleveland Farrell. Oops, I'm sorry. I messed up earlier. Yes, Cleveland Farrell could play on base downs. He's a big dude, man. That dude is a... Yes, I don't know how I missed that. I apologize. But I doubt it. I don't think he's going to be the starter. But he could earn it. And so we'll just have to kind of see how that shakes out for sure. Man, that was fun. And I said we weren't going to go super long. And guess what? We are at 1 hour and 17 minutes and counting. But, man, that was fun. That was a really, really good time. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping throughout that whole process. And, man, whew, that was a fun draft. That was fun. I love doing these. Man. It's so fun. All right. That's going to do it for us today. And until next time. Oh, I got to say this, man. I almost forgot one of the most important things. Excited, man. We got another new member of the team. Executive producer. Shout out to Timothy R. Welcome to the team, David G. And then, of course, we just keep building here. And I'm so thankful. The team that we have continued to put together, it got nothing to do with me. It's just good people keep coming together that want to work and put out great content. So shout out to 49ers George, Kilton Niner, Philip K, and then our 2 new guys, David G and Timothy R. You are the best, and just helping create as much content as possible and make this fan experience better. So until next time, stay strong, faithful.